This music style is everywhere right now, and in 2026 it's basically impossible to ignore.
Take your places. Yeah. Take
The party.
Some people call this tech house, others call it bass house. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. What really matters is that this sound is still a huge trend this year, which means more opportunities for DJ support and recognition. And in this video, I will show step by step how to produce a track in this style, plus a secret vocal trick used by the pros that nobody talks about. For this type of track, we have a fast BPM, something like 130 might work. Let's set the BPM and now we can load up a synth. I'm gonna use Massive, it has some really interesting sounds. After a quick search, I found this preset. And with this synth, we can create our first melody. Just a simple way to start. At the end, we can switch it up the notes to add some variation to the melody. To stack this synth, I added Serum. It helps give the sound more body. We can now apply some processing like OTT, some drive with the capitator, a reverb, then an EQ to clean up the highs, and a compressor. This one really smooths out the attack and removes that click. We also have a few ambiances with an EQ to shape the sound. Now guys, let's work on the drums. Adjust the volume of these claps. We're missing some hats. Some percussion, crashes as well, and drum fills in a few key spots that give us a solid drum groove. Let's open Serum for the bass. For the bass, I'm using the Diamond Pack. It has some really solid presets for house and EDM. Then we can create the bass line. Really simple. To make this bass fatter, we have the EQ cutting out the sub, opening space for the sub layer which comes next, disperser, decapitator, this one knob plugin, some really hard sidechain, and a compressor. For the sub bass, just duplicate the layer and use the sine wave, edit drive. On the sub, just basic processing and nothing crazy. We also need some vocals for the track. For this style of music, this kind of vocal is used a lot.
Here we go again.
It has the robotic vibe we're looking for. In the sample, there's actually no processing at all and already sounds like this. We also have another vocal.
Are you ready?
I'm using as a preview before the drop. And by the way, there's a cool technique I used on this vocal. I automated the EQ because it gets a bit messy in the second half.
Are you ready?
So the EQ only kicks in on that specific part.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
It's not a massive difference, but it definitely sounds a bit cleaner. Now I want to share a really cool technique to create those robotic vocals that a lot of professional producers like Max Tyler, Westend, and many more are using right now. This one is for Ableton users, so I'm sorry if you're on FL Studio, but this trick is for the Ableton guys. So here in Ableton, we've got this really dark, low vocal from one of my tech house packs.
Get freaky. Freaky.
Now let's search for Spectral Resonator. Once it's on, it sounds a bit harsh at first,
Get freaky.
but we can tweak the main knobs to get a much better result.
Get freaky. Get freaky.
We can adjust the
Get
decay
freaky.
and also frequency.
Get freaky. Get freaky. Get freaky. Get freaky.
Switching the mode gives us a completely different texture.
Get freaky. Get freaky. Get freaky. Get freaky.
I definitely recommend trying this effect in Ableton, it's really cool. And if you know any plugin with a similar effect that works in any DAW, drop it in the comments because honestly I don't know anything quite like this. Now let's move on to the drop. For the drop we need a strong lead. We use the same MIDI as before. Let's load another Serum preset, turn off oscillator B and use the I Can Has kick wave table. It's commonly used for this kind of sound. Increase the sustain, then we'll add some tube distortion and a phaser filter. To make the lead aggressive, I had to add a ton of distortion, so let me show you what I have. Starting with Decapitator for extra harmonics, followed by OTT to push the sound, EQ to clean up some resonances. Next we'll have more distortion, even more distortion. This one really makes the sound fat. Since this lead is pretty aggressive, I'm using EQ and Soothe to tame some of the harsh frequencies. Next we have just a compressor, EQ as a filter, and sidechain. To fill it up empty space in the mix, I added more synths. We're missing some mid-highs, so I cloned the synth and boosted the frequencies on top. The processing is pretty much distortion, a bit of compression, and sidechain. When we turn off the effects, now on, sounds much more powerful and tight. Next we have an acid synth with a lot of resonance. As the last synth, we've got Discords. This preset and all the other Serum presets you saw in the video are from my Diamond pack. And this Serum 2 pack, it's loaded with modern, powerful sounds for house and EDM. They are designed to get you from a blank state to a finished drop really fast. And the best part, thanks to the new features in Serum 2, all of these presets are already pre-mixed, so they fit perfectly in a mix right off the box. This means you can spend less time tweaking and more time being creative. And if you want to grab a copy of the pack, just make sure to click on the first link in the description. Back to the chords, hear how it sounds. I automated some parameters. To finish things off, just some final details like a bit of arrangement work, effects, and some basic sidechain automation and low cut for the kick. And before we listen to the final result, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos.